Hi guys, I hope you are all doing well. For those of you who are new here, my name is Shalina and I'm an ex-fashion buyer. I post all content fashion, so if fashion is your thing, then please do stick around. Okay, so if you are thinking about getting back into the gym, maybe you're already going, or maybe you it's the first time you're going to be going to the gym ever, then let me help you with what to wear. I have been going for a while now and I've learned along the way what is useful to be wearing. I'll also put in some tips and tricks at the end, so make sure you stay tuned for those as well. Let's start straight into it.
Leggings. This can be a bit of a minefield area, so here are some things to consider when looking for a pair of leggings. First things first, choose what kind of waist height you like. There's extra high, high and standard. I personally prefer high waist as it makes me feel more pulled in and secure, which is great for a workout. This is personal preference, so try a few pairs on and see what feels right on you. If you're worried about your leggings falling down, look for leggings with an internal grip. Some waistbands have a film on the inner waistband that will help keep them up when you work out. Remember that as time goes on, fabric will lose its elasticity, causing them to fall, or if you lose weight, this will also affect the ability of your leggings to stay up. If your leggings are sagging at the crotch, it's likely they are too big, so size down. And if you're finding it hard to breathe, yes, it's likely they are too tight, so size up. Go for a pair with Lycra so it has stretch and recovery, helping them to stay up. When you buy a new pair, do a little jog to see if they stay in place before you commit to keeping them. When it comes to seams, ideally go for seam-free. You will have less rubbing and irritation when working out, especially if you have thicker legs. I do have leggings with seams which don't irritate, so it is possible to find. You just need to make sure that the thread is soft enough, so just run your finger along it and make sure you find it soft enough. Most good quality leggings will use a soft enough thread. Moisture wicking fabrics will help to keep you from getting sweaty and smelly. Getting too sweaty can be really uncomfortable when you are trying to concentrate on your workout. Opt for a style with pockets if you want to keep your phone handy. This can be helpful if you are weight training or using machines that don't have anywhere to hold your phone. You can then go for shine or matte finishes. I do find that matte finishes are slightly more flattering if you want a more smooth appearance that doesn't highlight every lump and bump, but there are shine ones that are slightly thicker that will do the same job. Then don't forget that there are an array of colours you can choose from. I personally tend to stick to black or darker colours as they just go with everything. Bear in mind sweat patches and how these can show up on lighter colours. It's always something to think about when it comes to gym wear. And this will all depend on how vigorous your workout is, of course, and how much you tend to sweat. I'm loving navy and petrol colours at the moment for workout gear. For yoga, go for extra stretch so you are not restricted. Most websites tend to state what kind of exercise the leggings are appropriate for, so do make sure you pay attention to the descriptions. Leggings also come in different lengths, so if you tend to get quite hot, maybe opt for a calf or knee length option. You can also go for shorts. I personally like the double layer ones as it means I feel secure during a workout. These are also great for summer when it's too hot and sweaty to wear leggings. You could go cycling shorts, but this does leave you open to some camel toe issues. But you do often get these with leggings sometimes as well. Tops. Some people prefer to exercise in their sports bras. I personally prefer to be a little bit more covered up, so I don't need to worry about anything when I'm working out. Tops will depend on how much you want to show and what you are comfortable with, essentially. While you can just wear a t-shirt to the gym, especially if you are just starting out, you may want to consider one with moisture wicking properties that will wick away moisture, so if you get anything like sweaty pits, this will help out somewhat. If you are conscious of your midriff, then stay away from anything cropped. You don't want to be tugging your top down all the way through your workout. It will just be annoying. I personally like these racer back long line tops from H&M as they are moisture wicking but I can tuck it up slightly if I want a more cropped finish. It gives more coverage on the bottom as well. If you are conscious of your bum, then these tops are great for covering up. Also consider a longline t-shirt if you want to cover up your bum. Remember, it's all about performance and comfort. Yes, you want to look and feel good, but you can still do this and look good at the same time. A lot of websites will tell you what kind of activity the tops are suitable for, so pay attention to this if you're not sure what to get. When it's colder, you can opt for a long sleeve. Just consider which neckline you would prefer. If you have a bigger chest, you may want to consider a zip-up top, so you can have the zip at a height that suits your figure. I find a lot of workout tops come in high neck styles, which aren't flattering for everyone. Look for little details like ventilation holes or mesh panels of any kind, or technology that keeps the garment as dry as possible. Retailers will call this by their own trademark terms, but a lot of them mean the same thing. Finally, consider a top with a built-in bra, so you can just have one item on and don't need to faff about with a separate bra. This is probably more suited to those with a smaller chest. Stick to a loose colour palette, that way everything goes together and you can look somewhat coordinated. Bras. Bras come in light, medium and high support. For lower intensity workouts, you might consider a light support bra. However, if you have a large chest, you may need something more medium support. For a more intense workout like running or HIIT, opt for a medium or high support. If you are just starting out, I would recommend starting with a medium support and seeing how you get on. Unless that is, you have a large chest, in which case I would opt for high support. A lot of the high support bras have underwire and wider straps to give you added comfort and bounce support. Sports bras come in pad and non-pad, so go for what you feel comfortable in. Mesh panels will ensure that the bra is breathable, and choosing a fabric that is moisture wicking is great in a bra to minimise that under boob sweat building up. Make sure the bra sits flush against the skin for ultimate support. If it's sitting away from the skin, go smaller, and if it's pinching, go bigger. It should feel snug but not too tight. If your breasts are popping out the top or the sides, it's too small. You can opt for bras with adjustable straps for extra comfort. It's time for a new bra when there is little support around the bottom, more breast movement, or if it feels rough against your skin. Also, maybe time to change if it has stains or odours you can't get rid of. Remember, as a rule with a standard bra, you need to get your size checked every 6 months, so make sure you're paying attention to whether your sports bra is supporting you in the right ways. As you can see from this black one that I've had for maybe a year and a half, it's starting to lose a bit of effect. As I've lost weight, it's definitely starting to feel bigger on me. Footwear. Footwear is key. I personally find workout trainers slightly less appealing in style, but it's really worth protecting your feet for. Remember, this is performance over style. Go for a trainer that is mesh for breathability and that is flat to the floor with little or no curve in the sole. This will allow for stability. If you are primarily focusing on weight training, look for something with a lift on the sole to help when squatting for lifts. I have always used Asics trainers for working out. They are light but support my feet and are breathable too. My friend swears by her on-cloud trainers, but I personally haven't tried these yet. If you are not looking to shell out a load on new trainers though, I would stick to Asics. Make sure your trainers are not too tight. Feet do expand when you run or your feet get hot, so you need to allow for space for this, but also make sure they are secure enough so your foot isn't rattling around inside. This is why mesh options are always a good one, as they are stretchy. Be sure to double knot your trainers just to give you that extra support. Underwear. Consider visible panty lines. Leggings sadly often show panty lines, so I personally opt for thongs as I do find them comfortable. If thongs are not your thing, look into no VPL underwear to keep the VPLs at bay. Don't forget to consider sizing. I personally tend to size up in knickers so they are more comfortable and don't dig in. Wearing leggings with underwear that is too tight will not be very forgiving. Socks. Lengthwise, this is very much personal preference. I wear both trainer and ankle depending on the weather. Although I do have to drive to the gym, so I'm not outdoors for long. If you want a bit of extra warmth on the way to the gym, then go for an ankle sock. Places like M&S do socks with fresh feet technology that combat odours, so if you tend to get smelly, sweaty feet, then try these. For ultimate comfort, look for seam-free socks and ones that are breathable. These will most likely be made with cotton. The main thing you want to make sure of is that socks are not sliding down, so consider testing them out on a walk first. I personally love the Adidas ankle socks. They are not too long, have padding, but not too much that they make my shoes feel too tight, and they stay put. I also prefer to stick to black socks to keep them looking newer for longer, but again, this is purely preference. Consider what outerwear you're going to need when traveling to and from the gym. I use this light khaki zip up from Oysho, which has thermal properties, so it's even warm on a cooler day, but I'm only going from the car to the gym, so not a long journey. If you need something a bit more warmer, I would suggest a puffer coat because they are still quite easy to wash and will dry quite quickly, but provide you with the warmth you need. Equally, you can just use a sweater, something with a hood if it's raining, or something like this high neck sweater that I recently got from H&M. Remember, you probably will be sweaty after a workout, and if you're not showering at the gym, your outerwear is likely to become sweaty too, so it's all about what you can wash and dry really quickly. Other things to remember. Fast drying and machine washable fabrics are key, as you will likely have to wash your gym wear after every wear. Consider what backpack you want to use. Water repellent ones would be something I would personally choose. If you are working out in the morning and then heading straight to work, take a plastic bag for wet clothes. Don't forget flip-flops for the gym changing room, and I always find microfiber towels great for the gym as they dry really quickly. Use a sweatband if you don't sweat profusely. Get a water bottle with a spout rather than an open top so you can drink without having to stop. Steel is best to keep water cold and are more hygienic than plastic. Take a padlock, preferably one with a spinning combo and not a key, else you'll have to carry the key around with you. Wireless headphones if you can. This may save a few accidents. And avoid wearing a load of jewellery when you go to the gym, especially if it's costume jewellery or just plated, as the sweat will likely damage them, or you could hurt yourself with them. And finally, to keep on track, try and stick to working out on the same day so you make it part of your routine rather than just going when you can make time. If you want to avoid washing your hair at the gym, keep it high off your neck and back off your face to avoid it touching any sweaty areas. Keep makeup to a minimum. I sometimes put a little bit of mascara on if I'm looking a bit tired, but apart from that, I just let my skin breathe. Sweat and makeup is just not a good look. It's not always about the number of the scale. I learned through my own experience that if I'm feeling stressed or just off mood wise, I feel totally different after I've worked out. This is why I prefer to work out in the morning. I start the day off well, I have the most energy in the morning, and then I tend to eat well throughout the day as I've done a workout in the morning and don't want to undo any good work I've already put in. If you are a beginner to the gym or just very self-conscious, try not to worry about others. I know that's really easy to say, but essentially 9 times out of 10, no one is really concentrating on you. Just go in and do what you need to do. Consider classes if you're feeling a little self-conscious about working out alone, or if you're not sure how to start working out. Make sure you stay motivated. Things you could do are sleeping in your gym clothes if they're not too tight. It will give you less time to talk yourself out of going if you are heading there in the morning. Consider laying your clothes out at night. Have your headphones charged, your water bottle filled up, pack your bag and put it in the boot of your car or leave it by the front door. These are ways of making sure you stick to a workout routine. Take something healthy to have after your workout. I like to have a banana on my way home if I'm feeling particularly hungry. Just make sure you have some protein and slow release carbs to help your muscles recover. If you have a gym at your workplace, even better. Get a workout in before you start work, if this is obviously an option for you. And then the evening is yours to do as you like. Avoid wearing anything too bulky like trackies. These are really not made for working out and you will just get too hot. I would also say that you don't need to be too matchy. Although I've shown matching sets here, it's not a must to wear them. Just have a loose colour palette that goes together. That way, if anything's in the wash, it's easy to just grab what's clean and you don't need to worry about the colours going together well. Finally, remember you don't need to spend a fortune to have gym wear that performs. Sometimes a lot of what you're paying for is a brand name, so do shop around. And if you are just starting out, don't go crazy buying loads of different items. Start small and build up. Get to know what you like and take it from there. So I hope I have helped you somewhat decide what to wear to the gym. I think essentially remember that comfort is key and performance is key. So make sure what you're wearing is definitely helping you to have a better workout. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.